You guys need to watch this video because this video gets absolutely crazy with some of the things that the people say in this video. As I usually say, I am not going to talk anymore, so let us get into the video.
Respect everybody's opinion at least and let them
I
express
don't have to
themselves.
respect this opinion.
What's a transgender person?
Somebody who feels that they are the opposite gender. I've already described this many
So we're going to sterilize
times.
kids because of a feeling.
No, we're not sterilizing anybody.
That's exactly what's happening.
Like, you're a child. Like, if I look back on all the things I did when I was 16, that's a terrible decision.
Where I come from, you cannot just talk to people like this. There's respect. There's respect. Like, you do not know about respect.
What is going on, everyone? James Klug here. Today I'm going to go meet up with Billboard Chris, and we're going to be talking to UCLA students about how children cannot consent to puberty blockers, and then discuss the same topic with average people on the street. This should be a good time. Let's go talk to some people. Children cannot consent to puberty blockers. Do you agree or disagree? What's going on, man?
Oh, well, like everything, it's a spectrum. Can 1-year-olds consent? No. Can 2-year-olds consent? No. Can 9-year-olds consent? No. Can 12-year-olds consent? I personally would say no. Can 16-year-olds consent? That's where we get into a different conversation.
Do you mind if I ask 15 and up, or just are we going to do 16 and up?
Well, you know, it's a lot like, it depends a lot on maturity. If you were to set an age, I would just keep it at 18, but does it mean that I think it's criminal to make for a 16-year-old to take puberty blockers, for a doctor to give a 16-year-old puberty blockers? Not at all, especially if they've had a thoughtful conversation with their parents and their doctor.
So the primary point would be 16 and up, and a bunch of therapy sessions. Parents agree, yes, it's totally cool.
I would think that therapy sessions would be unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
Unnecessary, yeah.
What if a child has mental health comorbidities?
If a child has mental health what?
Comorbidities, other
What are
factors
those?
going on.
Other factors
Other
going
conditions.
on. Well, if they were to impair their judgment, and they were to impair their judgment to a degree where their parents would need to get involved regularly in their lives, then they shouldn't be able to make many decisions for themselves, not just whether to get puberty blockers or not.
It's a cute jacket you got
Thanks
on.
very much. Do you have any other material?
No, that's pretty much all I got.
Okay.
But, you know, I'll keep you in a walk.
We got a big genius here.
Here we go again with the liberals who are all about freedom of choice and being able to do what you want to do in their natural habitat, blocking someone from doing what they want to do. It's a very fascinating thing to see of how they love liberation and how they love freedom so much that they impair other people's freedom. These people, as I've said, really don't care about freedom unless you agree with them.
Really smart
We
guy.
got a super genius here.
I'm a genius, I know.
So tell me, why do you think it's okay to sterilize kids?
Oh, no, I'm talking about jackets, man. So we're going to stick with jackets. Maybe 80s
Okay.
haircuts, too. What is your favorite 80s haircut?
Let's go with the mullet.
Ooh, no,
I'm a Canadian, so I
I'm
like
a
a good
Jerry,
old
I'm a
hockey
Jerry
mullet.
curl man myself. I love those little nice tips. They're beautiful.
Trying to play tricks on you, but he's shaking.
I'm not shaking.
This happens all
It's a
the
little
time.
cold.
They
Uh-huh.
get
It's hot outside.
They get this
I'm wearing a
adrenaline.
jacket and pants. Of course it's hot outside, man.
They get this adrenaline
You just
rush
said it was
because
cold.
they're so unused to seeing
I-
anyone
I'm
tell
indecisive.
truth that it's shocking to them, and they have to try to stop
I'm
it.
absolute. Oh, I'm
by any
totally
means
shocked, man.
possible.
I'm blown the away. I just can't believe it, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Is that why you're behaving like this, or
No,
you want
it's
to
how
have
I normally
you want
act.
to just have a normal conversation about this?
don't talk however I want.
So just clarify your stance right there.
What I also want to point out is these people always have a certain look. And for the people who have watched my videos, you guys have heard me say this before, and some of you also agree with that sentiment that I have just made. They always have a certain look. And the very interesting thing is these people will be the first to engage in physical altercations or trying to block people as they're not actually touching them, so they're not really engaging in physical altercations. But these people have that look of they will never be able to actually physically defend their position. They get other people to do their bidding for them because when it comes to physical altercation, they would not be able to defend their position. This guy looks like if he walked up a flight of stairs, he would be out of breath and does not look like he would be able to defend anything. They use the government to do everything for them, and that's the very interesting thing about them.
So just clarify your stance right there. If they are suffering from other comorbidities, perhaps you would change your mind on your initial position. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Thank you for the reasonable take. If you start digging into this, you will find that literally all of these kids have some other mental health.
Before we get back into the video, I need everyone to turn on their post notifications so that you get notified whenever one of my videos come out. Like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter at YinkaThatGuy. Let us get back into the video.
So I've dug into this a little bit. Do you know what I believe the exact number is below 50%, right?
No, it's way higher. It's
And also-
almost all of them, honestly.
Okay.
So about 50% of these kids are on the autism spectrum.
Okay. Do you know what the percentage of kids today that have some sort of mental affect or comorbidity, as you said? Comorbidity, sorry.
Okay, no worries.
I don't know if we have numbers on the whole general population.
It's higher than it's ever
pretty
been.
ridiculous.
I
know.
It's nearing 30%.
There's so many kids on antidepressants and all this sort of stuff. The world's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you disrupting? Why do you not want to talk about this?
I can't read.
You can't read? Okay.
I'm not
Nope,
surprised.
cannot read.
Not
That's
surprised.
not coming off as shocking at all.
Can't read.
I'm not an ultra activist. I wouldn't even classify as an activist. But I do see things pop into my stream on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube sometimes. And the comments I see are some of the most disrespectful, harassing, bullying comments I've ever seen. And look, I would never take away anyone's right to say things, even if I think those things are awful. I do think that could, do you not think that could explain some of the anxiety, the depression, some of the mental disorders that you see in the transgender population?
There's one trick you can use so that you can get away from people harassing and bullying you online. It's a very simple but effective trick to use, and I want everyone to open their ears to the answer that I'm going to come out with. Get off of social media. It's not really that hard. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I think people should start taking that saying more seriously.
Population?
No. We're talking about what came first here, the chicken or the egg. So you're talking about people who are already identifying as trans who are now getting bullied. It's not that they were getting bullied so they identified as trans. But let's back this way up.
Okay.
So first of all, bullying, very bad.
Bullying's
People
bad.
should not be bullying anyone.
That's a good
Agreed.
take.
Okay?
Good take, you guys.
We all agree on
But
that.
also, you shouldn't take away somebody's right to bully somebody. With an extent. To an extent. Like,
Different
free
topic.
speech-
Let's keep going.
Free
Different
speech is
topic.
important.
Free speech
Free
is
speech
important.
conversation later, that's
Bullies
fun.
suck.
I can't read the
Well, it
signs.
says children cannot consent to puberty blockers.
Yeah,
Do
we'll
you
read
think
it
it's
for you.
okay to stop children going through puberty?
Can you make that analogy into with the 70s haircuts thing and kind of, merge those two ideas together?
All right, man. Well, hey, good talking to you, bro. Thank you.
I'll stay around and stuff.
Cool.
Okay.
Hang out with you guys.
So
Fine.
this is
Fine.
what insane people do.
I know, yeah.
They come along and they're not able to have a conversation, so their only strategy is to try to derail all conversations. Getting right back down to the basics here. What is a transgender child?
Oh, well, you're asking the wrong person. But
Okay,
if
okay,
I
hold
were to
on,
give
hold on.
I also have to pause at this point because that makes no sense. You're not the right person to talk about transgenderism, yet here you are for the past few minutes talking about what should and shouldn't happen to people who are transgender. These people can never defend their ideology. All they do is scream on the rooftops of what should and shouldn't happen and how people should live their lives. But then when you start diving into the deep topics and start to delve into their minds and start to ask them the not so difficult questions, now all of a sudden they're not the right person to speak to on transgenderism.
No. Hold on. My man. Okay, I'm going to let you answer. Sorry, I
Okay.
shouldn't have cut you off. But why are you the wrong person, first of all?
Because I'm not transgender.
Okay, so if we're going to sterilize kids and cut off body parts, we should be able to define what a transgender child is,
Sure.
whether we are identifying that way or not.
There is a good bit of discussion in the transgender community about what a transgender person is, which is why I say I'm not the right person to ask. I could easily say, not being gay, that a gay person is somebody who likes somebody of the same sex, right?
We can
that's,
find
that's
that.
obvious.
Yeah.
But there is some discussion, some debate in the transgender community about whether a transgender person is somebody who simply changes genders by will, which I completely disagree with, or somebody who has gender dysphoria.
I respect the person more who says they don't know on a certain topic, rather than talking extensively on that topic, and then when you get questioned on your belief, you say, I can't talk about it because I'm not that person. That is the most stupid argument you could ever bring up. I guess we can't talk about war now until you've engaged in war. But anyway, that was another video, another reaction. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter at YinkaThatGuy, and I am out.